All right, let's go to Pete from Minnesota. Pete, yeah, you betcha.
Yeah, I calling again. I almost crashed my truck listening to you 10 minutes ago. Last week you told me Colabella's going to be some kind of flame out. Now you're saying
I never said he was going to
right.
be a flame out. You listened to
You
the
said
wrong
that. I
show.
think you then you said that. No, I don't
I
think he's going to
never
be fine.
said that, Pete. I never
What do you
said
got
he
on
was
your
going to be
feet?
a
You got your
flame out.
flip-flops on?
I
You
said he
wearing
was
your
going to be
flip-flops
up
today
and
again?
down. I said there was going to be some
Up
points he was
and
going to
down.
cool off.
Up and down.
I
85 RBIs.
I
Who
want
gets
Chris
85
Colabello
RBIs
on my
up and
roto
down?
team. Okay?
Oh my God! Listening to you gives me a headache. You don't say anything. You say everything. You say nothing.
I said Chris Colabello is a guy I want for the end of my roster for the entire season.
Yes, and now you say he get 85 RBIs. How many guys on the NBA roster get 85 RBIs?
I think he'll get 85 RBIs. If you don't
Hey,
agree
how
with
many
it, that's
guys on
fine.
the NBA roster get 85 RBIs? With your up and down, up and down. Nobody with 85 RBIs is up and down.
Let me tell you something. He's not going to be hot for the whole season. He's going to get hot. He's going to
If he
get
gets
cold.
85
He's going to get hot
RBIs,
again.
he has
He's
to
going to
be
be
hot all season.
inconsistent and
All
still end up with
season.
85
You don't know what you're
RBIs.
talking about. You don't know. You go back and forth every week. Guy hits a home
I'm
run.
not. I'm not going back and forth. I said I want Chris Colabello on my roster.
Have an opinion one time.
My opinion is I want Chris Colabello for the end of my roster.
85 RBIs. What kind of team? Who do you have at the top of your roster? Ruth and Garrick? 85 RBIs at the bottom of your roster?
I think you need to settle down, Pete.
Holy cow. I listen to the show. I drive all over the country. I listen.
Okay, thanks a lot, Pete. Wow, I got him really upset.
Yeah, he's
what's your
fired up.
prediction for Colabello?
I don't think he's gonna maintain this. I think he's on a nice torrid hot streak right now. I just don't see it continuing. Right now, his batting average of balls to play is 460. That's not gonna last. He strikes out a lot. I think he's just going through a nice streak, and he's gonna cool off in a big way. It kind of reminds me a little bit of what was his name, the All-Star first baseman for the Cubs a couple years ago, and he flamed out quickly. What was his name? Oh my God, how could I forget?
I know you.
Brian LaHare.
Brian LaHare.
It kind of reminds me a little bit like that.
Nah, I think he's better than LaHare. You know, I think he's figured things out with his swing. You know, I don't think you become International League Player of the Year when you're Brian LaHare. I don't think Brian LaHare ever did that in the minor leagues. I think when
No,
Colabello
LaHare had a couple of. LaHare had a season at AAA for the Cubs, 38 homers, 109 RBIs, and batted .331. He
Okay.
did, and it was the same age. And then he had the great start and made the All-Star team, and then we didn't see him again.
Yeah. Well, you know, some people think Colabella's going to, you know, ultimately flame out. I don't think so. I think when he's hot, he's going to put up RBIs in bunches, and I think then he's going to go cold. I think overall, how many RBIs you think he ends up with?
I'd say maybe 60.
Yes, I'm going to say 80. I'm going to stick on 80. I like Chris Colabello. Well, we got to start a new segment though. No more Ronus on fire. How about Pete from Minnesota on fire?
Yeah, he's definitely fired up, man.
Nice, nice.